Hi guys, it's voice over me, and I just have two things to say. The first thing is that I recorded this video at 10 p.m. at night, so if some of the things that I'm saying don't make sense, you guys know why now. And the second thing, I literally don't know why, guys, but every time the camera comes out, all of a sudden I accumulate this accent. I don't even know why. If you know me personally, you'd know this is not exactly how I speak. But anyway, cue the video.
I need Lobola right now, right here. My number's in the description box. Hey, I'm joking. You know that saying, we are our own biggest critics. Is it we are own big? I don't know.
Hold on. I can't hear you.
Cardi, why you ignoring me? Answer my calls, Cardi.
Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to Kera.com. I am Mekaya Macheke and this is my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new here, you definitely want to hit the subscribe button so that you can become official member of the gang.com. As you guys can see, my face is still beat or whatever. If you haven't already, I do urge you to watch my photo shoot vlog. That's where you will see why I have this beat face, you know, the vibes, you know what I do. I actually wasn't gonna record a video this late at night, but I was like, you know what, let me just do it. My face is beat. I need to take advantage of this, you know what I'm saying? So as you guys have read from the title, I will be doing 16 things I learned at 16. I saw this idea from, I think her name is Radical Ray. Yeah, I didn't watch the video, but I saw the title and I'm like, she did 18 things she learned at 18. Okay, guys, so before we start, I would urge you again to please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and subscribe. What you guys think about my makeup? How do I look? I know the vibes, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. The ninth thing I learned is that family is more important than friends. As a teenager and living in this era that we're living in, there's a lot of peer pressure and a lot of standards put by teenagers and generation of this day that we tend to forget. Obviously for me, priority of the person I need to please is God. But you would much rather please your family than your friends. For us as children, all you want to do is like your friends, those friends that I want to see my friends, I want to meet up with my friends, you know. It's never, yo, let me go visit my granny, yo, let me go see my aunt. And even if it is, you know, it's not something that is rooted, and we really need to change that because, you know, as much as we're the only constant people in our own lives, I feel like family is the next constant thing. Friends will always come and go. Even in this generation, you never really know who's a true friend, who's a fake friend, who can turn on you at any time, at any moment. So guys, can we please start prioritizing our families, you know? This thing of knowing our friends from school and not even knowing our sisters that we live with every single day is like, it's not on. I need to do better. We all need to do better to prioritize our families, not neglect them just for our friends. I'm not saying friends are not important. I hope you guys understand what I mean. The 10th thing I learned at 16 is to stop assuming. Guys, your assuming is like one of the most toxic things you can do to yourself. I feel like assuming is one of the things that damage you more than they damage the other person. In my life, it has caused things like a sense of pride because I thought no, thinking that I am right when I actually don't know the full story. It also causes unnecessary anger and pain, guys. One thing I've learned is that it's much easier to communicate and talk to people than to assume for the longest of times. Communicating is the best way to solve anything, you know, family, friends, no matter what it is. Don't just think that, oh, because they said this is what they mean. They're judging me, they don't love me anymore. Because it is something that can really bring you down. Obviously, if you can see that the person is not even willing to communicate or is not even saying the right thing, you'd rather try then assume. Trust me, and I think we can all relate. Just for a week, when something happens, don't assume, ask. Period. The 11th thing I've learned at 16, and I think is something that I've also done subconsciously, that I need to keep my goals and dreams to myself. One of the most important reasons why when we tell other people there's more pressure to get it done, or whatever it is that you are planning or desire to do. For example, didn't I say I want to get 100% for this test? Keeping goals to yourself and saying I want to do this, I want to get this done, it just, it keeps it personal. In a way, for me, it drives me to work harder because there's no one to disappoint. I'm not trying to say don't tell people when you have goals and dreams, but there are just certain things that you must keep to yourself, that even if they don't happen or they don't come to life, it's not as like you disappointed so many people. It's more of a thing of at least I tried, and it's more personal, it's more to yourself. One other thing that I'm gonna say is that don't go around telling people things, you want to do this, you want to do that. Hey, people are fake. They're gonna go around telling people the next thing, your business breaks down. Sometimes you just need to keep things to yourself and just do it yourself. Guys, and I'm being serious. People I think I'm playing games. No, people can lawyer you and do things to you. You just rather keep it safe. Some people may take it different ways. It's not even like that. It's just a thing of being safe and being comfortable with this being a goal and dream. The assurance that nothing can go down from this, if that makes sense. The 12th thing I've learned is that it is okay to give up. And especially if you have given it your fullest potential. I've literally tried everything in my power. If it's not your calling, if it's not what you mean to do, it's not what you mean to do, you just let it go and be like, I've tried my best. Many times we give up before we even try. An example is this video. Guys, I don't know how many times I've sat down here trying to record. My phone is saying battery low. I keep switching off the slide by mistake. My selfie camera isn't working. I'm using my back camera right now. I was literally about to give up and be like, I can't record this video today. It's getting late, it's literally 10 o'clock right now. Then I was like, it's time to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice WhatsApp, Instagram, iMovie, all of these apps just so I can record this. Now, if I did all of that and it still wasn't recording and I've tried all my options, then it's okay to give up. But before you've tried everything and all of a sudden it's no. So in other words, I think it's very important for myself not to push myself to the extreme. There's a limit as a human being that I can do. Certain things can only be done by God and heavenly powers. And as long as I believe that I've done and gone to my fullest potential, then it's all that matters. And if anything, I should be proud of myself. You guys too, watching. Let's stop beating ourselves up. That saying, we are our own biggest critics, something like that. Comment down below if you know which phrase I'm talking about. The 13th thing I've learned is that if it's out of your power, just let it go. And I know it's similar to number 12, but it's different in a way that this kind of reminds me of boundaries. There's certain things where it's like, if this is done, or if this is not done, just let it go. There's nothing you can do. And what I mean by boundaries is that sometimes, guys, I need to also stop thinking that you can control people, change their minds in their decisions. Hence, I'm saying boundaries. There's only certain limit where I can try my best and make other people see from my perspective or change their minds about something. No matter what it can be, even with yourself, there are just certain things. Just leave it. We all need to. I need to. You, me.
All of us, we just all need to stop
this thing of thinking we are the alpha and the omega, the all-knowing. And sometimes it makes us feel like we're powerless. As I said in my 12th point, as long as you've tried, that's all that matters. The 14th thing I've learned is that happiness is a state of mind. Happiness is something like that. It's an emotion. You choose to have it. To explain this one, I'm just going to give an example. If, let's say for example, I had a bad day and someone walks in and says, hey, here's a chocolate, I can choose to be happy about the chocolate, or I can choose to be grumpy and be like, what is the chocolate gonna do for me? I need to choose that state of mind. will I be happy or just be sour? Because sometimes we can be sour even if things are going good, just like it's that state of mind of just saying, you know what, just be happy. Just be happy. When things are actually down, they're down, guys. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about your emotions. I'm not trying to say that numb away all the other feelings. It's very important to feel and to discover like why is this and this happening, all of that. But sometimes to come back and be like, happiness and joy, let me rather say joy still exists. Sometimes being torn into this world, you tend to forget to come back to this thing called joy. And for me, it's through God. So the 15th thing I've learned about myself at 16 is that when I set a goal, I try my best to live up to it. I don't even know why I added this one. I think at this point I have run out of ideas. Let me give my old school as an example. As soon as I walked in, I already knew I was leaving. Like, I already knew I'm gonna leave. And my parents kept on saying, no, you're not going anywhere. And last year it actually happened. Through faith and through determination, anything can happen. Don't give up, keep going. This is also a message to myself. Anytime I feel like giving up, don't give up, keep going. Begezela, bambelela, uzoba right. The 16th thing I've learned at 16, and something that I've learned very, very currently, is that YouTube is not as easy as it looks, guys. To be consistent, to not allow laziness to take the most of you, to not allow your own self-doubt to eat you up. This editing thing, oh guys, it's a lot. Kudos to any other YouTubers out there. I respect you guys. It's not an easy thing. You know, people think standing by the camera and be like, hi guys. You know, it looks easy, but behind the scenes, you have to set up. You have to make sure you're going to lighting. You have to buy this, you know, expensive equipment, even though I don't have it yet and I will get it. I mean, there's just so many things to do. Things are underestimated until you actually have to do it. One thing YouTube has taught me is 1, commitment, and 2, procrastinating. Just, it affects you and no one else, because me procrastinating and not being consistent, it lessens, you know, my chances of growing that week. You know, instead of having 10 more subscribers, I only get 5 because I didn't blow that publicity and all of that. But more than anything, I'm very grateful for YouTube. Very, very grateful that I'm happy that I've started and me up from here, right, guys? Yo, guys, you have reached the end of the video. If you've come this far and you watched the whole video, I really, really appreciate it. I know that sometimes sit-down videos can become boring and tedious, but to all of you that take your time to reach this point, clap. Clap, even clap for yourself. Clap with me. If you want to get your face beat like this, the way that I did, hit Kazi Beats up on Instagram. I'll put her Instagram right there on the screen and also in the description box. More than anything, I'm truly, truly grateful to God and to everyone in my life, you know, for getting me this far. All my close friends, all my friends, all my family. Finally 16, and you know, I hope that 16 more years will be added to my life. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, to see a change, be the change. Bye!